Many of you know I don't get to do a whole lot of food here at QVC, but this is totally up my alley. It's the No Sugar Baker. I'm going to introduce you to her in just a second. These are sugar-free, pre-formed cookie dough. So this is that big, huge, 72 of them, big bag of frozen cookie dough. Great for portion control. You put it in, you bake it, and you get the ooey gooey, just goodness of your cookies. Only with this, it doesn't have the sugar. That's honestly the problem with sweets these days. Sweets bring us together, baking brings us together, but that sugar is one of those silent killers out there, and you're gonna hear a story exactly about that. You get the beauty and the yumminess and all of that from your cookies without putting in that sugar. Here's your options. We have a choice of 72 of the chocolate chip, which is absolutely great. I think my card's around here somewhere, friends, if you can find that. You also have a choice of, thank you very much, the peanut butter chocolate chip, which I believe those are over here. These are the ones that I've been able to try, which are the monster, which have oatmeal and chocolate chips and candy pieces and peanut butter and all of it. And then you have a choice of the assorted. Get the assorted if you can, so you can try every single one of them. 72, no sugar. Even just the value for 72 cookies for $41.50, that's phenomenal, and free shipping and handling. Without further ado, Jane Jones is live with us. Brand new to the QVC family. So good to meet you. Thank you for being here.
I could do cartwheels down the hallway. I'm so excited. It's the official launch. Can you believe it? The launch.
You know, it's the launch, and you're going to love these. They're so good. My family loved them. Just like I said, I did not tell my kids there was no sugar. That was never came out of my mouth that there was no sugar, and they loved them.
Awesome. I love it. Fantastic.
Tell us your story, because that's really the big deal here.
Yeah, in a nutshell, here's the story. So on my 44th birthday, I ended up in the emergency room, had no idea I was very sick. My husband dragged me there. I went there fighting tooth and nail. My blood sugar level is over 600.
Wow.
They diagnosed me as severely diabetic.
Yeah.
And they told me for the rest of your, the ER physician told me for the rest of your life, Jane, you need to eat lean meats and salads, and she sent me on my merry way. Well, before I got sick, I used to love to bake. I used to bake all the time. I threw everything in my kitchen away, right? For the first 3 months, I hated the world, threw everything in my kitchen away. Then I was shopping, I said a prayer, I was shopping at the grocery store, and I said, dear God, find me a way to bake again. And that's exactly what happened. Our daughter came home from college during COVID, and she's like, hey, people really like what you're doing. You're sort of like the No Sugar Baker.
Right.
You should start that as a blog. Just to make her happy.
Look at how gooey.
That's exactly what we did.
You would never know that these didn't have that one ingredient, which is sugar.
2 cookbooks later, everybody kept saying the cookbooks are great, but hey, we want to get that. How do we get that? So that's exactly what we did.
Pre-formed cookie dough. Easy. It's great for using it for control of your portions, but your story... I pray that there's a lot of, nobody out there has gone through what she's gone through, but I know a lot of you are close. I know there's a lot of diabetic, pre-diabetic, a lot of you who know that you have to watch. I always tell my kids, and they roll their eyes at me, because I did go through nutrition school, that sugar is a killer. Like it really can be, and there's so much sugar in everything.
Everything. I had no idea. Now I'm a label reader. Right. Now I say I'm a label reader like crazy. But you know what? You can indulge with these again. And the biggest thing for me was I want to have that satisfaction. Right?
Exactly.
I want to have the satisfaction. I want to be able to have it guilt-free. And here's the best part too. If you're having a dinner party at your house, you can put these in your freezer. If you even have a friend who is, maybe they're no sugar, or maybe they're trying to cut back on their sugar, and you have a fancy little dessert over here, here's an option for them to have too. You're just gonna take it out, it's a resealable bag, take it out, pop one in the oven, make their day.
Yeah.
Make their day.
Get these home.
Taste great.
Give them a try. You've got a 30-day love it or return it guarantee on these. They taste fantastic. Which ones are your favorite?
My favorite is the monster cookie. I call it complete awesomeness in one bite. You know why? Because you get the sugar-free candy gems, you get the sugar-free peanut butter.
That's this one.
You get the oats, you get the sugar-free chocolate chips.
You get everything.
Literally 2 words, complete awesomeness. My husband's favorite is the peanut butter chocolate chip. He says it's the perfect marriage.
I think the monsters are my favorite too.
I like the chocolate chip. You know, we don't hear the chocolate chip.
And just a plain chocolate chip.
Well, that's America's
Not
favorite,
plain,
right?
But you know, just
but
a chocolate chip.
But here's this one. We took the chocolate chip and we put cream cheese in the middle of it.
Did you?
And then you bake it. So then look at this. Oh my goodness gracious! You get the cream cheese. It's fantastic. What a treat that would be too.
They cook just like regular cookies.
$3.25.
Like regular cookies. $3.25.
The hardest part is you have to let them thaw for 10 minutes. I mean, you have to let it sit there for 10 minutes. That's the hardest part of doing this.
I told my kids, oh, mommy has to make cookies for her job. We have to let them sit for a second. They're like, what? And that is the hardest part. You will not miss it. The first thing I said to you when we were talking on the phone was in the past, sugar-free stuff was no good. It didn't taste good, or it had these weird chemicals in it that gave you weird side effects. Sugar-free, no sugar, has come a long way. This is not packed full of the junky stuff.
Heavens no.
Yeah, it tastes, there's no aftertaste. It tastes exactly like the real thing.
That was my goal. I'm a lawyer by trade, right? I'm a lawyer who got sick, right?
And
so
look at this video too while you're talking about this, of how she makes them.
Right, so here's the deal. My goal was, I didn't want these cookies to taste like grandma's medicine cabinet. Right? Something new, revitalize it. I told you this morning, I feel like sugar-free is kind of like the new cool, right? It's the cool thing to do. So the younger generations are really going for being sugar-free. It's fantastic. It's great. You can now indulge. You can now bake healthy. It's so easy. It's so simple. And that was my biggest goal when I came up with this, because I'm like, listen, there's got to be an answer. There just has to be. And this is what it is.
I almost wish I didn't have to tell you they were sugar-free. When I was looking at this,
it can be your best kept secret,
you don't need to tell your kids or your family, unless you have somebody that needs to be sugar-free. Then obviously tell them. But this could easily be in a gourmet holiday with my friends Alberti and Rachel. And we could just be talking about really, really, really yummy cookies at a really great low price, because you get 72 for $41.50. They're easy to make. They just happen to have no sugar in them, but they don't taste like that. You would never know.
They're going to satisfy you.
Yeah.
They're going to satisfy you. And you know what? This is so easy too, because if you were to go and find all these ingredients, number one, they're hard to find, right? This makes it, you just open up the bag, reseal it, put it on your cookie sheet, let it thaw for those 10 minutes, and then bake it at 325, like I said. 15 minutes later, you can either have it be a soft cookie, your choice, or bake it a little longer for a hard cookie.
I like the soft cookies.
I like the soft cookies. My mom loves a hard cookie. So she's a fan of the chocolate chip. With a cup of coffee, right?
Ooh, with a cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee. It's so easy, so great. And you know what? Again, it was my goal to figure out an answer that this is the first time it's ever been anywhere.
Because more and more people are looking at their insulin, at their levels. You're getting that tested. God bless you. That's really, really important. And this is a great way. There's so much sugar in everything else that you're eating as it is, that when you go into that baking mode, when you want to have those moments where you want to like share the memories of having cookies with family, or you want something sweet, you don't need to have that sugar in that. You can get that without it. You have a choice of all of the chocolate chip in that one. We only have 200 left, and then they're gone. This is the Monster. Love that. 200, then gone. This is the peanut butter chocolate chip, which I'm going to take a bite of in a second. 230, or assorted, which you get 500. We have 550 of those left. 500 already ordered in the show, and we're getting busy. It's free shipping and handling. If you don't like it, it's a 30-day love it or return it guarantee. My kids are not nutritionists like mommy. In fact, they are my hardest subjects, my hardest clients. They did not know that it had no sugar.
Yeah.
And they asked for more.
That's fantastic. I haven't had sugar in almost 3 years, so I forgot what it tasted like, right? But this is a great satisfaction.
Peanut butter.
I know, peanut butter is fantastic, right? Creamy peanut butter, and you know what? I love it. Like I said, it's complete awesomeness. It satisfies you. It also, hey, it smells great when you bake.
It does.
Right? And it's so simple, so easy.
They look good. You eat with your eyes first.
They come out perfect every single time.
I feel so rude. I'm just like eating all the cookies here.
No. You know what? I think Valentine's Day, we have a little Valentine's Day box over here for a gift.
It's a great way.
Right? Well, if you were to, listen, I've been to got many a gift where people send me candy. I'm the America's Voice on no sugar. I'm like, why are you sending me candy?
Yeah, me too, over the holidays. Like, you get all this candy and stuff like that. And like, I was like, I'm a nutritionist. Like, there's no way I'm putting more sugar in my family.
Friends, your family, your neighbors, why don't you can make them a little gift, put it in a box, and roses are red, violets are blue, no sugar is the new cool way. Here, I bake these just for you. Wouldn't that be fantastic and great?
This is still
I would love it. I would be like, you cared enough about me to do this. How wonderful.
Monster is still my favorite.
Monster is my favorite too.
Chocolate chip, 150. Monster, 150 left. Peanut butter chocolate chip, 200 left.
Butter.
Assorted, only 400 left. And then they're sold out, brand new today. I would shake your hand, but I'm full of cookies. Thank you so much.
I would give you high K. Blessings to you.
Thank you. I'm so sorry what you had to go through, but God bless you for sharing it with the world.
We're doing fantastic.
The No Sugar Baker. So happy to have those. Oh, it just gets better and better. I'm gonna have some more roar. Coming up in 18 minutes. You know how